Hey, what's up everybody? It's DaYDreaMz. Welcome back to the channel for another video here in War and Order. So, a lot of people get zeroed, and it's something that can be avoided for the most part. There's a lot of times where people get zeroed and they shouldn't be zeroed. And I'm going to show you today how you can avoid getting zeroed for the most part in War and Order. Like, there's some times where, you know, it's a little risky and someone can pull off a hell of a timed attack, like an instant timed attack on you. And there's not a lot you can do about it. But for the most part, you know, I know most of you can't shield. A lot of people, unless you're spending, you know, pretty good money, you can't shield in the game. Unless you're getting like the monthly gift or spending at least $100 a month, you're not going to be able to shield every single day in the game. And it can get expensive as well. And if you're in a good alliance, like, you know, in LOK, if you're doing what I'm going to show you here today, and you have a lot of resources in your castle, the people in the alliance aren't going to let you get emptied out. It's like, you know, if I see someone being attacked and they're hiding troops or doing something, and I see them getting attacked, I'm going to instant reinforce them. You know, it'll take 2 seconds. I hit set out, I hit speed up, and then I tap that 50% button 3 or 4 times, and it's there within 1 second. And then the other people are going to be losing marches of troops. They're going to be super salty. So, let me go ahead and show you guys why War and Order is the easiest game to not get zeroed in. It's even easier than other games, because in other games you have to hide your troops in an alliance fort, which can then be attacked, or inside another alliance member's bubble. But say you hide your troops in my bubble and I have to go help someone else and I have to teleport, your troops are going to go home and then you're at risk of getting zeroed. So let me show you how you can avoid getting zeroed for the most part in War and Order if you don't have a shield on. Now, during the day, of course, it's very simple. During the day, just pay attention to the timings and split your marches up equally and then send them to the elite mines. Like for myself, I would send to 4 of the elite iron refineries. I would send to 4 of those, and I would split my marches up perfectly the same amount of troop load in each one, so that way they end within a minute of each other. So that way I know I can set an alarm, I'm online, I'm awake. When you're awake, you should never get zeroed. Just make sure, or you can stagger it so that way none of your troops are all home at the same time. You could do one or the other. When you're offline and you cannot watch it, the last thing that you want to do, because the most you're going to be in an elite mines, you know, what, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours even. Most people sleep 8. So if you're going to, let me find, if you're going to send to the elite mines at night, then your troops are all going to come home and they're just going to be sitting in the castle. Yeah, you're going to lose out on a little bit of resources by doing what I'm going to show you, but at least you're not losing troops, which is way more important than, you know, the little bit of resources. So let me go to the hospital here. That's just from hitting monsters, guys. I've got so many of these stamina bottles, and I'm just continuing to stack stamina bottles because I want to get that level 35 skill. I'm only going to be buying the experience packs to try to get that level 35 skill. I had a lot more stamina bottles. I've just been hitting monsters all day, every day to try to get there. Alright. I did this whole level, on my way to level 33, I'm probably like 25% of the way there. And I did it all by hitting monsters. And I think I can get to level 33 and maybe half of 34 just by hitting monsters, not even by buying anything. But, alright, let's go ahead and figure this out here. So you go to your hospital and you're going to check your wounded capacity. So mine is about 131,000. 131,000.4. Pretty sure. If I'm not right, roast me in the comment section down below. So 131,000 is my hospital capacity. My total troops is about like 180,000. So I know that I need to hide about 50,000 or 60. Actually, yeah, I got about 190,000 to 200,000 troops. Let's just play it safe and say I got 200,000. So, if I've got 200,000 troops, I'm going to need to hide about 70,000 troops. So, if you go to your alliance buildings and you go to the alliance hall, go to the alliance fort, go to details, check the details. The alliance fort allows each member to keep one army safe from enemy attacks. If the alliance castle is destroyed, the fort will be destroyed as well. Well, your castle is not going to get destroyed. So basically you just go there and you reinforce, and then you send 70,000 troops. So, you know, I just pull these down until I get to about 70,000. There we go. And I leave those in there overnight. So, okay, now I've got that 70,000 put away. that I still got 130,000 to gather with my 3 remaining marches. Most of you will have 2 remaining marches that you can gather. So you're giving up 33% of your resource yield for the night. You know, maybe, let's say, it would be like 300,000 food or wood. You're giving up 300,000 food or wood to avoid losing 70,000 troops. It's a no-brainer to me, honestly. It's a no-brainer. It should be a no-brainer to you too. Even if it's only 10, 20, 30,000 troops, you know, it takes time to train those troops. Even if they're low-level troops, that takes a lot of time. And, you know, losing 50,000 or 100,000 power, that's not something you want to do, you know. It's a negative, you know. I'm all about making positive trades in this game. I'll show you how, you know, when I go out attacking, I'm never trying to... The resources that I get from a castle that I'm attacking has to like highly outweigh the amount of losses that I'm going to take. Like, I'm not going to... If a castle has, say, 50,000 troops, and I know I'm going to lose 1,000 troops for 1,000,000 food or wood, like 1,000,000 food, 1,000,000 wood, I'm not going to do that, because I'm not going to lose a couple thousand troops for just like 1,000,000 food or wood. Now, if it's got 5, 6 million food or wood, then it's worth that exchange. Even 3 or 4 million, it's worth that exchange. But, you know, you got to do a little bit of math in your head, like, what would it take me to get these resources, and then is it worth losing? But that's a whole nother video. This video is just about losing troops. You know, this is going to work for me now, and for people in my realm and in newer realms right now. You can just hide your troops in the fort. You're going to be able to put a march in the fort. Now, if you're in an older realm and you've got a lot more power and a lot more troops, then you're going to have to get a little bit more creative. The best thing to do is find people. There's people in your hive that you know never teleport. You know who they are. You just know that they never teleport. You need to contact those people and tell them, look, I'm going to be hiding marches in your castle at night. Can you please not teleport without letting me know, so that way I can move to someone else's castle. And then you can just hide your marches in there. So, you know, you can hide up to 3 marches or even 4 marches if you, if you have enough. And, you know, that's something that, that I used to do, because I was never a big spender in Clash of Kings until I got to level 30 and I started that Prestige 5 push. So, you know, I was always trying to get creative to make sure that I didn't get zeroed and stuff. So, actually, right there at the end, even before I started spending, I was winning kill events every week. I won like 3 in a row, and it was giving me, what, 60,000 gold each time. So I was like always sitting around with like 100,000 gold. So I was able to shield every night then. That's when I was taking advantage of all the events and stuff. But that's here nor there. We got to just keep you guys from getting zeroed. I don't want to see any of you get zeroed, okay? During the day, like when you're hitting farms and stuff, just take the 10 seconds it takes to go to chat and say, hey guys, I even do this, and, you know, I've got enough power to where if someone comes to hit me, I'm going to instant recall and wipe out their whole march, even if it's a timed attack. But I even make sure that I get a few people to reinforce me while I'm hitting my farm, so that way no one can get a cheap shot in at me and kill my golems. One of the MIB guys did that to me once when I was hitting farms. My castle was empty. Or no, I was hitting monsters. It was right after we ate that rally and killed that 500,000 power from them. They speed hit and hit my golems, and I didn't know that you lose power. You lose your goal. I didn't know golems just die. So I just had naked golems in my base and killed off like 20 or 30,000 power. Enough to piss me off. So now I make sure that, you know, I always keep some troops at home. So that way there's a battle action. That way I have time to instant recall. Because, you know, if I would have had troops home, I could have instant recalled and ate the whole march. But, yeah. What else was I going to say about this, you know, hiding troops and stuff. And just not getting zeroed. Yeah, make sure that you get reinforced. There's no reason to not ask for reinforcements. Try to always be in a good alliance, guys. If you're not in the top 5 alliance, you probably should do anything you can to get into one. If you can't get accepted into one, this probably isn't the game for you, because that means you don't want to farm or you're not a spender. If you're not doing one of those 2 things, these mobile war games are going to be a rough world for you. Everybody here should have at least a few farms. I've got 10, and then I've got a friend running 4 for me. And I didn't even ask her to. She just offered to do it. Actually, she didn't offer to do it. She just showed up here and hit me up one day like, hey, I've got 4 level 15 farms for you. I was like, oh, well, hell yeah. So, you know, it's a perk of the job, I guess. pretty awesome of you. Thank you, Z. I don't want to say your name. I don't know if you want anybody to know your name, but thank you for doing that for me. That's pretty much it, guys, for like, you know, not getting zeroed. Of course, you can do instant recalls and stuff. I'm gonna make a video on some like advanced defensive tricks and stuff, guys. How to defend your hive and stuff. Next time we get attacked, I'm gonna try to do a video and fuck someone up and see if I can. Why do I keep cursing in these War and Order videos? I'm an idiot, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Teamwork makes the dream work. Smash the thumbs up before you go. It really does help a lot. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.